What's up, guys? So, last night I had a god-awful night. To start with, I got hungry yesterday afternoon, and man, I'm all about Popeyes and Popeyes chicken and everything. And so, swung by Popeyes. I got this $5 shrimp Popeyes, and ate it, and then I got this popcorn shrimp. This popcorn shrimp kind of tastes a little old, but man, I starved to death. Ate it anyway. I'm like, rah, ate it. All right, so I go pick up this truck. I had a god-awful experience picking up this truck. Brakes was stuck on it. All these employees went to lunch, and I thought I'll break them brakes loose myself. I worked on them brakes for about 30 minutes. Had to call in reinforcement. They came out, they broke the brakes loose. I jumped on to lights. All the lights had shorted out on the back of this damn truck. And I tried to fix them. I tried to figure out the short. I tried to get my lights working correctly. Never could do it. Ran a wire up to where you plug in the back of the cab. Long story short, I got tail lights. That's it, alright? So I'm like, screw this shit. I'm wore out, you know. So go to Love's, can't find a parking. I'm like, damn it, can't win. So then I get on down the road. I get into Arkansas. I thought, well, I can't drive anymore. I'm completely wore out. So I pull over at this place, this little mom and pop gas station. So I pull into here. I get a parking for the night. I sit here, I get all set up, you know, everything's set, all the stuff, and you know, I get the sleeping bag, pillow, etc. Everything plugged in, everything's charging, you know. And I lay down, and all of a sudden I get a rumble. Every man, woman, and child knows what this rumble is. It's way down low. And I'm like, oh dear Lord, because this gas station was closed, and where I parked, at first I didn't see these Johnny on the spots. So I get a rumble, and I'm like, oh man, I hope I ain't gotta go. And so then it hit me again. It's like, rah, 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 rah. And I'm like, oh dear God. And so then I'm like, man, I gotta go. I gotta go right now. I mean, this is beyond red light. All right, so I take and I try to crawl out of this truck without going all over myself. I'm telling you, that's how serious this is. I'm 45 years old, and I've never ever had a situation like this. So I climb over the driver's seat carefully. I mean, I don't want no pressure down there, because I mean, it's serious. So I back down off of them steps of the truck, and keep in mind, I'm on my last set of clothes. So if I have a situation in the middle of the night and something, you know, drastically wrong goes wrong, I don't have any more clothes, because all my clothes, I'm wearing them, you know. I only bring so many clothes out on the road. So I get down on the ground, and I tell you, from this truck to those porta-johns, it was a struggle to make it there. I'm telling you, I walked like I was a handicapped individual that was injured in the war. I'm telling you, I crept across that lot. Everything in my whole body was clenched thoroughly. Okay, so I make it to this Johnny on the spot, and I thought, oh dear Lord, I've never ever had a situation like this. I mean, the pressure and the pain, and then the my stomach, it was doing that, and I'm like, oh God. So I take and lift the toilet seat up, you know, the flapper, the little toilet seat, and I got my pants down. And I'm telling you, I don't know if you guys seen the movie Dumb and Dumber. This is no comparison what happened next. Okay, so I took and got in the Chinese prone position, like a a man that's not gonna set on the Johnny on the spot. Okay, I get in that position because I mean it's pitch black. I don't know what the inside of this thing looked like. Okay, so I no more get, you know, in the catcher's position, and everything went loose. I mean, it was, the caboose is now loose. All right, so there was a giant explosion, and it was just awful. I've never had anything like it. Okay, so I take care of business, and I take and open that door up. There was very little light, but when I turned around, I seen something I have never seen before. It looked like a massive nuclear ass bomb exploded in this thing, and it was like, I mean, I hate to get any more graphic than what I am. It looked like a concrete plant had exploded in there, but it was brown. I mean, it was that freaking bad. It was awful. So then I took and I thought, there's no way, I have nothing to help clean this mess up. I have nothing, you know, and there's nothing. I have nothing. So all I could do is put the seat back down on top of this monstrosity. So then I shut the door and I walked across the parking lot, got back in this truck, and I laid back down. And I thought to myself, after the visual that I got, I couldn't keep from laughing. I laughed a couple times. I know it was wrong. I couldn't keep from laughing. So about 15-20 minutes go by. I hear, "Brrr." It's my stomach again. It's my guts. They're ready to fly out. I'm like, oh dear Lord, not again. I'm like, I can't do it again. So then, sure enough, same situation repeated. So I crept over. I go across this parking lot like a guy that has an artificial leg. You know, I'm limping. I'm scraping the 1 foot just to clench and hold my bowels together so I don't go all over myself, all over the ground, everywhere. You know, I was expecting to implode before I even made it back to this thing. So I get over there. Ain't no way in hell I'm going back into the men's Johnny on the spot. But this time I had just a tad bit more control. Alright, first time no control, second time tad bit. Alright, so I go into the women's. Nobody's around, nobody's seeing me. I go on into the women's, and I leave the flapper down on this situation. I get done, do my business, get out of there, get back to the truck. Alright, I made it through the night. Now it's the next morning. So I watch this guy. Sorry. I watched this guy a little while ago. He walks up to the Johnny on the spot, the men's, and all he could do is open the door, look in there, slam the door, and walk away. That's all he could do. He was in that little blue car. I expect he just probably went inside and used the bathroom. So that's my Johnny on the spot story. So the moral of the story is, whatever you do, don't eat the Popeyes shrimp in the middle of the night. Y'all get out there and make some damn money.